It's Monday the 7th of May 2018 and welcome to a very hot and sunny Blackpool Pleasure Beach for yet another update on Icon. There's not long to go now until we're going to be entering the queue line and riding on the UK's first double launch roller coaster. I'm really excited, I'm sure you guys are all really excited, and yeah, it certainly is going to be spectacular to be standing around this ride in just a couple of weeks time, see it running round, entering the queue line and of course riding on this spectacular new roller coaster. So in today's update, I'm starting off in some new territory. And now just a few days ago, the brand new Icon gift shop opened up for the first time, and here it is. I mean, look at that. We'll go inside and have a look in just a couple of minutes time, but yeah, I really like the finish to it on the outside just here. You've got like all the tiles that are the same as on the station, two massive windows here for displays. I like how you've got like the Japanese symbols on there, you've got the lights on the outside here. I like those doors as well, the wooden doors. Again, those are the ones that you can see down on the station building. And obviously at the top there as well, you've got 2018 just above it, which I really like in the numerals just there. But like I said, we'll go in there in just a couple of minutes. But firstly, let's have a look at some of the views we can get of Icon from this new area. And now obviously because the shop's opened up, it's allowed us to get so much closer to what will soon be the ride's entrance. And we can just make out that new little temple, what's gone in just over the top just there. That is actually going to be the entrance to the queue line for Icon. But later on we'll go on Eddie Stowbar and also the Pleasure Beach Express, where we'll get some better views of that as well. Now obviously we can get really close here to the end of the first launch section, and also just before the coaster makes its way into that second launch. So this piece of track just here on this side, it's obviously where it'll come out from the launch, straight up to the top just here, and up there into the top hat, where it will interact with the big one. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see the trains passing each other. Obviously the big one going up there. In just a couple of weeks time, Icon's trains will be going round, there'll be people on waving at each other, and there'll be some fantastic interaction. If you've actually been over to Portaventura in Spain, you'll be quite familiar with Shambhala and Dragon Khan, how they have that interaction on the lift hills. This is a similar sort of thing here. However, obviously one of them's on the lift hill and the other one is going through an element of the ride. But also from here we can make out the photo kiosk. The exit steps are just on the other side of that, so we'll see them a bit better from on the Pleasure Beach Express. But overall this area's finished off really nice. I like all the flooring around here. This is great. You've got like the dagger there on that side, and it looks like this sort of style continues down that way with the buildings and also the flooring as well. I'm hoping that we're going to have the Icon soundtrack playing around here. There's about 30 minutes worth of music that is available to download in the App Store. Well worth downloading it. The soundtrack is great for this ride. I'm just hoping we're going to see some speakers and things placed around here to really add to the atmosphere. Obviously Pleasure Beach have got their own radio station, but I really feel like this area should definitely be playing the theme music, as it's really good. It's a fantastic soundtrack and I definitely recommend purchasing it. I think I paid $3.99 for the soundtrack, so not too much at all. As you can see around here, still a bit of work going on with the landscaping. I'm expecting this to either be, well, of course, flattened over and then maybe put like them little stones in, what we've seen down the bottom end of the site, down by the launches. I think that'd look quite nice around here. And like I say, it'd be nice to have the audio playing around here as well, but there's no sign of any speakers or anything around this section yet. But obviously this has opened it up really nice now, because we can walk down here back to the area where we've been able to access now since the start of the season, but you get a really nice view here of the zero-G roll and how it comes through there. Can't wait to see the ride running from this angle. Obviously it's not testing today, it's Bank Holiday Monday. The staff have got a well-deserved day off on the construction site. It's very quiet. I've seen a couple of maintenance people about and that's all. But yeah, you can just get some really nice angles, and you don't realise actually how far back this section here goes when it twists. Obviously it comes down here through the zero-G roll, and you go around to the left quite a lot there before dipping down. I suspect we're going to get quite a lot of airtime there, and then we'll dip down into the second launch and onwards and into the Immelman. Really good operations today here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, but as you've seen there, not long to get another train out. What was that, maybe a minute between dispatches? Not bad at all. The park's quite busy today, things are running great, good throughputs on things, which is what I like to see. Now this has changed a little bit since I was last here. We've now got some more rocks in place down here, and also we've got some little lights and the floor which are actually lighting up these new red columns. Now I really like this idea. It's like a Japanese garden, and what they've done is actually put the names of all the people that have been involved in the design process, the creation of the ride, obviously the Mack family as well for bringing to life this concept really. And yeah, I think that's a brilliant idea. That's something really unique and not something what you see very often on rides around the world. So you can just see there a lot of the design team, obviously Amanda Thompson, OBE on there, Roland Mack, obviously the owner of the Mack company. And what a lot of people might not realise is that Amanda Thompson has actually got a very close working relationship with the Mack family. Obviously she directs her own ice show here, Hot Ice, that runs every summer, but she also directed the ice show at Europa Park in Germany, which is obviously owned by the Mack family and Mack Rides. So yeah, I find that fantastic how she's celebrated that relationship and put this in just here. Looks like there's still a few more finishing touches to be done around here though. You can see there's a few wires and things about. You've got like a bit of a bag around that one at the bottom just there. So I look forward to seeing if there's any more little details to add. But it's nice how there's some little lights on those as well. So it's going to look great at night. Anyway, let's go and have a little look then inside the brand new gift shop for Icon. Now we've already had a little tease of some of the merchandise because you might remember that there was a little cart out a couple of weeks ago when we came and they started to sell a few bits of it. But I think there's a lot more to see inside this shop than what was on that little trolley. So let's head inside and see the gift shop for Icon. So here I am then inside the Icon gift shop, and before I take you around and have a look at some of the merchandise, just want to talk a bit in detail about the style of the shop. Now obviously we know Icon's got this Japanese style theme to it, and in here it carries on with that, but it's also very modern as well, and you'll see that with some of the features around in the gift shop. So we'll start off then with a bit of an overview. Here's the shop itself on the right hand side, that's where you come in through the door. Here's the till area. You've got like all this wooden nice effect on there with like the mirrors on there, which is cool. As you come around this way you can see the lights as well from the ceiling are nice. They're like little fairy lights inside a bulb there. It's very, very modern, isn't it? And you've got the shelving units that have got that Japanese style pagoda at the top as well. And so it's not really a strong Japanese theme, it's more modern than it is Japanese, but I do really like it, and everything's on brand with that colour scheme as well. You got the dark colours, the browns, the blacks, and of course the gold as well, and that really shows here inside the shop. All the little features, even like the air conditioning units on the same colour to it all, which is great to see. So yeah, let's have a look at some of the merchandise. So some of this might be familiar from the last update where I showed you on the little cart what they had out the front of the big one, but there's a few new bits in here as well. So we've got the little teddies here, My Pleasure Beach Bear, there you go. Quite like those. You got like a black top on the bear just there. Lots of different mugs and things available as well. So you've got a white one there, there's a black mug with the gold writing on, and then you've got this red one here that was released last year, that one, when the ride was announced. My favourite one personally is that one. I'll definitely be getting that at some point once the ride's open. You got some coasters here as well. Not actual coasters, coasters as in drinks coasters. The actual coasters outside. It's quite interesting to see there's some big one merchandise inside here. I suppose really the big one hasn't got its own gift shop now, and with this being so close, it means they can put some big one merchandise in here. Not too sure what this at the moment, but it's got Icon on just there. There we are. Revolution bears and things, so yeah, there's a bit of other things for other rides in here at the moment. You've got like some Valhalla caps and things in here as well, so it's not all Icon merchandise. There's some of your Icon sweets down there, and I really like these rucksacks just here. These are really nice. So you've got the Pleasure Beach logo on at the side there, and of course you've got the logo with Dare to Ride, the caption. They're £19.95 those for the rucksack, so not too bad at all actually. And then we come over towards the t-shirts and other merchandise. Looks like a few more bits might go in here. There's a lot of space for things still in this shop. Let's look at one of the female t-shirts by the looks of it, with the cap on just there. Got like your drinks bottles there. Obviously we've already seen the magnets, you've got them in silver and gold. Then we come round to the hoodies. I absolutely love these, look at that. Massive logo there on the back of the hoodie. I'll just spin that round just there. That's it. You've got the Icon dagger and the logo on the front there as well. They're really nice, they are. Let's have a look at the pricing for those. So they are £29.95, so 30 quid basically for a hoodie. Not too bad really. Bear in mind at the Merlin parks, you're paying about £40 for a hoodie like that, so that's not too bad. The eagle-eyed viewers will notice that the Icon soundtrack's playing in the background as well. You can purchase that in the iTunes store. I think it was $3.99 to buy that. It is playing here in the shop. And like I say, I really hope they add speakers all around the queue line and the area itself. Just adds to the atmosphere of it all. You know what I say about audio? It really brings to life a theme park and the experience of it. Got some more stuff around here as well. All the coasters. Quite a lot of the merchandise is in the same area, like different areas really, the same sort of stuff. But I like it, that's quite cool. Oh, look at that. I wonder if you can buy that. I think it's for decorative purposes only, that one. It's nice though. It's like the display cabinets. I love stuff like that though, it looks really good. Some more drinks bottles just here. Lots of drinkware, which is good to see. You know, you've got like all the mugs, you got them ones there, the bottom ones there that are silver. And of course, here's all your different t-shirts. Quite a few different varieties here. I like this red one. It's quite nice. So your t-shirts are priced at £14.95 for a t-shirt. You've got the grey ones there. That's quite a nice one actually as well. It's got a massive orange dagger on the front of it. I just love how everything stayed on brand with this ride, which is brilliant. Really good to see that Blackpool Pleasure Beach have thought a lot about the theming and keeping everything on that colour scheme. Because with a lot of rides here, people have got that sort of perspective that Blackpool's always been that place where it's always a bit rough and ready, if you know what I mean. Whereas with this, it's very modern, it's very fresh, very 2018, and I certainly love all the style of it. But there we are, that's all I think there is to see for now here in the gift shop. But like I say, it wouldn't surprise me if we see maybe more merchandise released later on, maybe when the ride opens, or even later on during the season. So it's definitely one to keep popping back and having a look for. Anyway, I'm going to head over now onto the Pleasure Beach Express, followed by Eddie Stobart, so we can get a little bit closer to the Icon station and also the rest of the construction sites. So I'm over here on the Pleasure Beach Express, and the first thing that we notice from here is this piece of theming that's gone in just to the right of us. Now you can see the left space there with a circle to put something in. And there we go, it's like a metal structure that's in the middle just there. Not too sure what that's going to be. Maybe it's some sort of planter or feature. Obviously something's going to be happening with that, so I look forward to seeing what else happens. We can just make out where the tunnels are over there now. They've put like the gold structure around that now, where we can see those tunnels. And we already know there's going to be some special effects there in terms of some mist, which is going to look great coming out from the tunnels. Just around the back just here, looking at the back of the station building, we can see here on the ground they put some sand down, which looks like there's some fake grass there that they might put down, or maybe we might see some more of the little tiles as well. Also from here then on the Pleasure Beach Express, we can just make out some more of their metal structures just there. There's 3 of those, obviously on that section of Icon's track. You can see them just behind there. Going to be very interesting to see what they are. I look forward to seeing how that develops. Going to work as quite a nice near-miss section though. You can just make it out there through the structure of the Big Dipper and the Steeplechase there as well. So I've come straight from the Pleasure Beach Express over here onto Eddie Stobart, another ride where we can get some fantastic views of the Icon construction site. It's a beautiful day though here today in Blackpool. Bank holiday Monday, the first bank holiday of May, and obviously the next one, Icon's going to be ready. I can't wait to get into the area and see it really close up. But for now, this is about as close as we can get to the entrance gates just here. And look at those, it's actually got the gates on now as well. Obviously the shop is just here on the left hand side where it was earlier on, and you can just see there the photo unit, the exit steps where it will come up and you'll come out through those doors. Here we are, a little up there at that entrance. I really like that actually, it's very nicely detailed with like the pagoda on the top. I really like the gates, and I assume we're going to see like the metal boards or maybe the sort of tiles on there. You can make out the queue line. You'll come down the steps just there, across this little bridge area here, and then down into the station. Doesn't look like there's actually loads of queue line for Icon. I think it's certainly going to need it though, so maybe they're going to be queuing people sort of on the little plaza area out of the front of the shop. It wouldn't surprise me if we see some sort of fences put in there with like ropes, or at least temporary what they can put in and then remove on quieter days or in a few years' time when the ride becomes less popular. But there you go, that's any speculation. I love it with this ride though. There's only a couple of weeks to go until it's going to be opening, but there's still things we don't know about it, still little surprises happening, and that's what's really made watching this project for the past year and a half really so exciting. It's great to see everybody out here in Blackpool today, enjoying the sunshine, especially outside here on the seating at the new Coasters restaurant. It reopened a few weeks ago and it really does look fantastic, and yet again it follows all that branding with like the dark colours mixed in with the gold. Everybody's sitting out there on the balcony. It's really nice, got a lovely atmosphere around here. Again, it'd be really good to have the Icon soundtrack playing around here, but there is some speakers on the side just there that I did spot the other week, so maybe when the ride opens we're going to get it playing around here. Now the biggest change around this area compared to last time is we've now got the Icon logo on that side of the station just there, and here on the left we've got a huge gold dagger there as well, so I like how they're reflective, you can see yourself in it. I've seen a few people just on the bridge just here trying to take selfies and with themselves on it, which is quite cool. But yeah, there's a bit of activity actually down in the station today, not in terms of testing or work taking place, but there's been mopping up the floor. You can tell just down here on the right, and there's all cleaning equipment down there on the left, just by that glass wall. You can see that's been put in since I was last here. Obviously the queue line's going to run all down the left-hand side into the station just there. And yeah, you've got like the glass panels where again you're going to get some really nice views of the ride coming in. This ride's going to be all about the views and interactions. That's really going to make it. And like I say, just even sitting out on the balcony over there and watching the trains come in, having a drink, it's going to be lovely. It's going to be really nice. Obviously on the top here as well, you've got the daggers that have been added just there as well underneath the pagoda. But in terms of changes, that is about all around the Icon construction site. You can tell now we're in the last couple of weeks of this project. There really isn't long to go until we're going to be riding this ride. But what can you expect here on Theme Park Worldwide in terms of updates? So I'm next going to be here on Saturday the 19th of May, where I'll be riding Icon for the first time. I have got one of the VIP boarding cards, which means that you'll be able to come along and experience it before the actual ride opens to the public. So I'm going to be coming down here on Saturday the 19th. I'm riding it that morning. Following on from that, I'll next be here for the media and press event, which is going to be on Wednesday the 23rd of May. So I'll be here doing some more videos and filming them for you guys. And then following that a couple of days later, on Friday the 25th of May, for the opening of Icon as well. I'll also be here on the Saturday the 26th. So yeah, 4 days of being here dedicated to this ride. And I can't wait to share plenty of update for you guys here on Theme Park Worldwide. I'm going to go off, do a few rides and enjoy the sunshine here in Blackpool. But thank you very much for watching another Icon construction update. And because this will most likely be the last construction update from this ride, unless I get a sneaky trip in next week, which I might do, but it might be the last one. But I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you for watching these updates. I started this a couple of years ago now, watching this ride being built. Tom Sawyer Bridge was here, and we then started to see all the footers go in, we saw the plans for the ride, and here we are now, a built roller coaster, and I can't wait for in a couple of weeks' time to be sat there in that station and dispatch on the train. Thanks for watching, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys.